across some YouTubes on bicycle stands. I just wanted to make a cheap bicycle stand so I can tune my bikes, especially the gears, and get them adjusted without bending over all the time, so they're up on a table. So I looked around basically my house for an old fold-up table, and old pieces of wood, and an old shaft from a bike, and made a stand quickly. I'll give you some tips on how to do it better once I complete it and how to improve on it. So what I'm using is just a bike shaft and 2 blocks that were sitting around my workshop screwed together. So I've measured the front of my Polo and it's 96, so I'm going to make these bolts 96 when I'm done, when I finish washing it. Now you could also use just a threaded bar. You can buy in a shop a bit longer than this, and you have to file it a little bit to get it in, and it would fit in there, see? So you can buy a threaded bar and nuts and make it that way. But there's another option. I'm at 96 wide, so the blocks are a little bit shorter than that, which is good. I should maybe turn them that way though. Give myself a little room for in and out. So let's get started by washing this shaft off so it's not filthy every time you touch it. Yeah, I've got to file this side flat a little so that the fork goes in. The fork isn't fitting right now. This is an older model bike, but I want it to fit everything. Gotta file this in. Board. I'm going to place this down the front wheel here on the back shaft there. Let's just measure it out quickly. Doesn't matter where you cut off, anywhere just above this. Give a little bit of room just in case you want to maybe have to put in extra holes and move for a different kind of bike size, I don't know, just in case. I found this old fold TV stand. So I'm going to clamp it on here first and see what the weight problem is, or whether it'll tip over. I'm just getting rid of this access down here because it keeps hitting the chain when it changes size a bit too wide. And my main trouble is here when I'm changing this ring. I'm trying to stop the chain from hitting the block. There we go. Great, I have it. There we go, we're problem solved. Couple of improvements is to make the block standing up on the back shaft 2 1/4 max. 2 inch to 2 1/4, not any wider, otherwise it hits the chain and hits the shafts. So keep it under 2 1/4. Yeah, keep it under 2 1/4, 2 1/4 and under, and you'll be fine. And then you won't have the chain hitting like I did, so that'll save you some time. That took me a while to chisel out. This block up here is 3 inches, and you can undo it by hand by just squeezing these forks. But if you use the threaded bar, you could put butterfly bolts on it, or you can use a quick release shaft if you have one at home, and that'll make it better for taking the bike in and out. I just don't have one available at the moment, but butterfly bolts on a normal thread or the quick release shaft would be great here. But you know, this works. Look, I can do it by hand. I just squeeze the forks and it comes off and on, and so it's not really a big deal, and you know, it does work great. So there you go. Go make yourself a bicycle stand. And the table folds up, which is fantastic for putting it away. There you go. My bicycle rack is complete. Did it out of all old pieces of wood around the yard. An old fold-up slide projector table I had in the back. I used to use it for TV monitor. So I picked up all the stuff laying around and just made myself a cheap bicycle rack. And it wasn't very difficult to do. So I'm just going to go tune my bike now. Go make yourself a bicycle rack.